I recently learned that someone in my life does not wash their sheets very frequently, and I learned that the less than ideal way of crunching into bed slip a boric acid suppository into her vagina without her knowing. Disgusting, okay? Disgusting.
This is Tangent Telephone.
This episode is going to be, well, I was going to say it's going to be for the girls. It's also for the guys, though. I mean, some of them are like specifically for the girls, but maybe you're a guy with a smelly girlfriend and you can kindly slip a boric acid suppository into her vagina without her knowing. I don't know, but you should still listen or watch. Because today, first, we are going to talk about some hygiene. I had a voicemail and I could play it. That would require me finding it. But it was a girl saying that I always looked like clean and put together even when I didn't have makeup on. She specifically said I look like I smell good, which is such a high compliment. Actually, recently my boyfriend literally told me I have no smell. I don't know if he meant all of me or like, I don't know. I think I smell good, but that's not the point. She basically was saying she wanted hygiene, little ticks and tricks. No ticks. Unless you don't follow these tips, then you might get ticks. Do humans get ticks? Anyway, she said she wanted my secrets. So at first I was thinking like, I don't think I have any secrets or like anything that like most people aren't already doing or I don't know. But then I really thought about it and I was like, you know what? No, I am a very clean person and some of these things I would say most people don't do. So we're going to talk about them, okay? I'm sorry if my hat is a distraction. The hair is greasy. She's being washed tonight. A little ironic considering the episode that I'm about to do. But to be fair, I'm out of my favorite dry shampoo, which I'm going to talk about because it's the only one that fucking works. The red nails are really giving cunt. Actually, they're giving like ran through cunt because they are chipped and I should have been more put together for this, but do as I say, not as I do. Just kidding, I actually do all of these things. Boric acid suppositories. I feel like recently, maybe like a year or so ago, I started hearing people talk about this a lot, maybe because of like the TikTok generation, but anyway, I just sounded old. I am the TikTok generation. Whatever. People talking about how like boric acid is the new key to just always being fresh and smelling good and having a delicious tasting vagina. However, I already knew about these. Okay, probably, I don't know, like in 2017 or some shit. I remember I was at Target one time getting tampons and I saw them and I was like, boric acid. I've heard about that before in school. Everything I'm going to talk about, if it's a product, some of the stuff I'm going to talk about is just like an action, if you will. But if I mention any products, I'll put them all like in a list on my Amazon and then I'll link that in the description, in the show notes, wherever, so that you can see specifically which products I'm using, because there are different brands, and actually specifically with boric acid suppositories, there's this one brand that I actually bought because it was more expensive than the ones I had been using, which are, is it like Honey Pot or is it Honest? What? I think the brand is Honey Pot. I literally might have made that up, but I'll figure it out. Those are the ones that I like. But I tried out this brand one time and it came like in a capsule, like a time release capsule. And I don't need to go into like the specifics of it, but the capsule melted upon entering my vagina because duh. Then it was just like powdery and just not a good time. I probably should tell you what they're for if you don't know. I would use these anytime. I actually haven't used one in a hot fucking minute, which I think is a testament to my current partner because our pHs, they just work. It's really the only thing that you should be putting in your vagina as far as like inanimate objects go. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. For like health and cleanliness purposes, boric acid is really the only thing you should be using. You can put in a boric acid suppository like the night that your period ends or the day after your period ends, just to like get things back to normal. Do you know what I mean? Or anytime things just like feel a little off. And let me clarify and be very clear, like make sure you don't have an infection going on. I was gonna say a bacterial thing, but boric acid can help with like bacterial vaginosis. Not today. BV, you know what I mean. But like anytime things are feeling like a little off or whatever, like for whatever reason, pop one in there before you go to bed. They're literally the greatest thing ever. I've never had anything bad happen. They're great. Boric acid suppositories, okay? I feel very passionately about this. I recently learned that someone in my life does not wash their sheets very frequently, and I learned that the less than ideal way of crunching into bed you know, trying to slide on in them sheets and just being met with friction and crustiness. That's not really a joke. That's actually not at all a joke. But it's not just that person. Like, this is, no one in my life washes their sheets as much as we are supposed to be washing them. In fact, it's usually like not even close. Disgusting, okay? Disgusting. Another tip, and a reason why I really don't wear deodorant, we all know that natural deodorants kind of fucking suck. In fact, when I wear natural deodorant, even if it's like the best kind, I feel like I am like sweaty, and I don't even sweat. Like, I'm not really someone that sweats. Again, obviously if I'm really hot or working out, like, I will be sweaty under my arms a little bit. But I feel like when I use a natural deodorant, it's like it brings out the sweat when there was no need for it. Like, I was cold, I was chilling in my house, you know? Number one, I wouldn't classify it a natural deodorant because it's not what you think, but it's called, I want to say it's like Thai, I don't know, I'll link it. It's very basic. It's like a stick of salt, essentially. Why it works: potassium, alum, salt, minerals remain on the surface of your skin to naturally prevent the growth of odor-causing bacteria. There you go. There you have it. It is odorless, like there's no scent to it. You can get the stick, which it's like this dry, essentially salt block, and all you do is you wet it and you put it under your arms and you let it dry. I swear to God, it's like literally magic. They also have a spray that you can use. Let it dry. Either one, they both work. Like, everyone that I've put onto this, it has worked for them. So I don't know. Let me know if you've tried it, or if you try it and you like it. It's amazing, and it's so inexpensive. It's like $7. Going back to what I was saying as to why I don't even need to use deodorant, although sometimes I still will use that if I'm like, I might be sweaty. I don't know, whatever. Here's a hack that you might not know about. Benzoyl peroxide. It is primarily used in acne medication or face wash. I mean, there are a lot of brands obviously have face wash that have this ingredient in it, but the CeraVe brand has like a 10% benzoyl peroxide face wash. You're gonna take that and you're gonna use it as body wash under your armpits, okay? Let it sit there for like a minute or so and then rinse it off. You will be so clean, you will not smell. Don't get like the zit cream and like put it under there. Like, that's gonna be too intense. It needs to be like a short contact period, so like using it as a wash. Amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. Lactic acid is a great ingredient just in general for skincare. It's like a chemical exfoliant, but it's actually a great ingredient for foot cream. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. I can do them for the guys too. We know this. I love learning about things, and sometimes there'll be something that sparks my interest. Then I'll just go down a hole, and for like a couple of years I will be, like I said, like I am a dermatologist. Not really, but basically. And so I get very like hyper fixated on things, and then I become a jack of all trades, master of none, and then I sit here in my apartment talking to you about boric acid suppositories. Subscribe.